This is Barry here with you at 20 past 2, 23 minutes after 2 on this Wednesday afternoon, and thanks for joining me and my offsider here in the studio today. Well, I've just gone down to the medical center today and the doctor said it was all good and checked me over and stuff like that. So pretty good on the health front. Well, now it's time to talk about briefly what we spoke about this morning. Committing yourself to a doctor's appointment. That's very important here. Because if you don't attend a doctor's appointment, well, how are the doctors supposed to help him or her, or any of us for that matter? Because we could be sick or have something seriously wrong, like I said on the show earlier. And it is important to let the doctors know that you cannot attend or that you are going to be late. Be courteous when you go to the doctors and don't tell them absolute rubbish because they won't tolerate it. Another thing with the doctors we'd like to mention today is sticking to the subject and nothing but the subject. And if the doctor gives you a script for antibiotics or whatever, you have to finish the whole course, not half of the course. It's also very important that you show respect for the doctors when you are visiting their surgery or they come to you, to your house. And don't show disrespect or make up stories that there is something wrong with you when really there's not. The doctors don't have time for disrespect for you, so always be honest with the doctors and don't leave out anything that you have forgotten to tell. If you need the doctor to listen to your chest or give you advice, it is better to tell the doctor there and then. Don't leave it until after you have left the surgery, because that means you will have to make another appointment to see the doctor. If you are having trouble breathing, use a Ventolin. Ventolin is used to help open the lungs. And if you are having severe trouble breathing, ring 000 for an ambulance. Don't wait until it is too late, because for all the ambulance service may know, you could be having a heart attack. So look after your chest. If you are having trouble breathing, try the Ventolin, and if you are having no relief from that, ring 000 for an ambulance. Don't wait until it is too late. Now I would like to talk about the fish and chips that we had today. It wasn't from the old-fashioned fish and chip shop, it was from the Grand in Dee Why. in the arcade there. $7, ladies and gentlemen. What a bargain. I can absolutely tell you it was an absolute bargain. Well cooked fish, battered too. The fish was not oily and the chips were well cooked. Very good indeed for that. And to wash it down, a peppermint tea. Now, peppermint tea helps with digestion and helps relieve an upset stomach. Because if you have too much caffeine, it will aggravate the stomach. So once again, viewers, if you are in the Grand and you feel like some fish and chips, $7 is all that you will pay for fish and chips. And my offsider, she had good quality prawns and fish as well. So the next time you are in the Grand, grab a $7 bargain, ladies and gentlemen, and you cannot go wrong with this. The last two things I would like to talk about on the show today is paying for taxis. You must never use two taxi dockets to pay the driver. It is not the appropriate way of going about riding in a taxi. This is called fare evasion. If you have not got any money to pay for the cab, that is not good. And you cannot use just the dockets. You need to give the drivers cash or a cab charge docket. And at the end of the trip, you must always ask the driver to stop the meter and ask exactly how much the fare is and give him a docket as well. Never just two dockets. It is illegal and it's a fraud. And never allow any other passenger to use your dockets. These dockets are under your name and your name only. If I can just get my offsider to get my docket book out so I can show you what a docket book is. This is a docket book and you must fill out the exact date and the destination that you are traveling to or from. You must always ask the driver to fill in the amount on the meter there and any extras such as the toll or booking time. So this is what a docket looks like. You fill in the date and the destination that you are traveling to or from, and if the passenger cannot sign, put UTS. And in the middle of the book, which I'll get my offsider to show you the green page here. It's in the middle of the book. This is a book order form. This must be completed correctly and efficiently, such as the passenger's name, the residential address, and so forth. And then you must put the date of birth, and the form must be signed, and on the back of the docket, the form is the address you need to send the form to, or you can fax it to the taxi transport subsidy scheme. And the last subject I'd like to talk about the dockets. If you misuse the dockets, obtain travel dockets. This will be immediate removal from the scheme, and passengers will have to pay whatever is on the meter. You cannot be foolish with taxi dockets. You must always keep the book in safekeeping and have money and dockets ready for the driver when he arrives to collect you. And always be honest with the taxi drivers. Do not lie to them. The same with the doctors. Otherwise, you will not be permitted to travel in that taxi again. To wrap up today's show, I'd like to say a big thank you to all my viewers and to my co-host today and all the other people that have helped me on the shows. And as I've said, show respect for other people, not just yourself. You think you may be the only one, but you are not. There are no eyes in the team. If you have a problem with someone, speak to the person nicely, show them respect, and as I said this morning on the show, write down in a diary about how you are feeling and why you are feeling this way, and talk to the person rather than shouting at them, because shouting at the person will not solve the problem whatsoever. And the time is nearly 2:45 and nearly time for my outsider to go. And I thank her for coming today and taking me to my appointment, and special and thanks to the staff and doctors at the Vale Medical Center. They are a great team there, located at 1A Old Water Road, 1A Cross Street, Brookvale, not Water Road. And the medical center is located in Brookvale House, opposite Bunnings. Thank you for your company today on the show, and that's all we've got time for. Before I do go today, I'd like to thank all of my YouTube watchers and subscribers for rating my videos, and if you'd like to leave a comment, you can do so. And if you wish to subscribe, go to my channel and you will find a whole heap of my videos there. I also have recent videos and some older videos that you can view and rate as well. And now it is time to say farewell for this week. Time is 2:45. Thank you for your company today on the show, and I look forward to seeing you at tonight's cast tomorrow for a fun day. And remember, if you have an emergency, always call 000. Don't leave your chest pain until it is too late. Only ring 000 if you are in doubt, but not for the fun of it. And this is a message that my outsider and I would like to leave with you this afternoon on the show. And I'm sure she would agree about leaving 000 alone unless you are an emergency. Is your urgency an emergency? We'd like you to think about it. And this is another question my outsider and I would like to leave with you today on the 17th of October. You have been watching the Wednesday Wrap. Thanks for your company here this afternoon in the studio, and I look forward to catching up with you next Wednesday from 9:30, and we look forward to your company then. I'm Barry Fair. On behalf of myself and my outsider, Lavina, we wish you a very good afternoon and have a pleasant evening and take care on those roads. See you tomorrow at Sandrine's Cast. Good afternoon, everyone, and thank you for your company today, and thanks for watching the Wednesday Wrap with us and sharing your Wednesday with us.